Eric Bailly. Now, when I mention that name to many Manchester United fans, the first word that creeps up is frustration. Now, the reason why it is so frustrating is because this man could potentially be Manchester United's best centre-half. Yes, you heard me correctly. If he was to have stayed fit, in my opinion, he would be up there right about now, alongside Harry Maguire in that back four. Eric Bailly, we all love this man. The Ivory Coast international joined United in the summer of 2016 from Villarreal for a fee of around 30 million. Now, with fellow Ivorian central defender Kolo Touré and the manager at the time, Jose Mourinho, clouting Bailly as possibly one of the best young centre-backs in the world. Now, this brought Bailly instantly a load of pressure as soon as he came to Old Trafford. But Bailly actually did shine straight away with his strong nature, his calmness on the ball and his no-nonsense approach to defending. But unfortunately, injuries have hindered Bailly's career so far, especially at United, and they still do to this day. I mean, we haven't really seen him this season. I believe if we can keep this man fully fit, he can actually become one of our best centre-backs, if not our best centre-back. Now, I know that may be controversial, but that is what we're going to discuss in today's video. Could Eric Bailly fit in that back four, and could he be the best partner for Maguire? We're going to check out in this video and see what the stats actually tell us. Now, we're going to firstly look at the main reasons Eric Bailly has only played 79 times for Manchester United. Injuries. Now, it's become such a familiar sight for all of us fans to see Eric Bailly lying on the floor with a stretcher ready to come, and we're frustrated because he's just had a great 50 minutes, or how long he's been on the pitch. He's just had a great 50 minutes, and we're now seeing Bailly get stretchered off for possibly another God knows how many months out. Now, we are coming up to a point with Bailly where he is 26 years of age. That means that Bailly needs to start showing, otherwise we are going to have to get rid of him. We can't now class him as a young defender. He has to come through this period now, and hopefully he can stay free of injuries. Now, promising performances always trick us into thinking, yep, we've got Eric Bailly back. Bailly's going to be strong, Bailly's back. And then he gets injured again, and it seems to be a load of different injuries. Now, I have put up on the screen, as you can see, Bailly's injury record. Now, this is also from his time at Villarreal. And as you can see, for a 26-year-old, it doesn't look too great. For the age he's at, he shouldn't be getting that many injuries that often. And he's missing a lot of football. Now, as you can see, he has recently had knee surgery. That forced him to miss virtually all of this season. And it is a shame because, as I said, I do believe a fully fit Eric Bailly goes in that back four, in my opinion. Obviously, we recently saw Bailly come back at Stamford Bridge with an absolutely phenomenal performance. This man was doing things like this. He was doing step-overs, Cruyffs in the box. He was doing last-ditch tackling. He was absolutely different level. In that game, Eric Bailly actually won the most aerial defensive duels for a defender. That was 4 out of 4. It was the most on the pitch for any player. Now, it just showed what a fit Eric Bailly can do. That's what Eric Bailly can do when he stays clear of injuries. And that is my point, and that is why I'm saying I genuinely believe this man could be a pillar of it in our defence if he stayed fit. Now, let's look at Eric Bailly's strengths. Now, these are not really 100% facts. These are just what I see, and in my opinion are Eric Bailly's strengths. He's very no nonsense. That is the first thing. As you can see from the clips I'm putting up on the screen, this guy does not care. This guy will go through you. He's got a very, very old-fashioned approach to his defending. He will go through you, and he will take the man and the ball. He'll take no prisoners. I think that's one thing that has made Eric Bailly a fan favourite with a lot of us fans. I do believe he's great for no-nonsense defending. He really doesn't care. Next one is composure. Now, composure is something that is in a modern-day centre-back, which is obviously you want to bring the ball out the back, and composure classes as that. You've got to have a good composure on the ball. Now, I believe, again, Bailly has this, and Victor Lindelof is in that position where obviously Bailly would come in because Maguire's the captain. Now, Lindelof is a very good defender on the ball, and he's very composed, and I think that is what puts Lindelof in there. But for me, Eric Bailly can do that as well. Like, he can do the composure side, so I do think he's very composed, and that is a very good attribute to have in a modern day centre-half. He's very comfortable on the ball. That kind of fits in with composure, but he is very comfortable on the ball, as well as Victor Lindelof. But again, like I said, I do think he can do that Victor Lindelof role if he stays fit. He's very quick and athletic. Now, these two tie in together. Again, another real strong point for a modern day centre-half. They're very quick. He's very athletic. And if he is out of position, which, let's face it, sometimes we are pulling our hair out by being out of position, he can get himself back, which is always a bonus. He's a great character in and out of the dressing room. Now, this is a big one, because you have to have great characters around the place. He's got a great attitude. He's got a great work rate. I like the fact that you see funny videos like this where he's kicking players, and it's not just on the pitch, it's in the dressing room as well, which is very important to have a big character. And when you play for a club like Manchester United, you have to have that character, because you are constantly under scrutiny, as we all know as fans. He also is a warrior. I'd say he's a warrior. Like, you know he will run through a brick wall for you. You know that he will put his head where it hurts. He doesn't care, does he? He just gets up with that look on his face, like he doesn't care what's going to happen. I just love that about Boy. That can be a hindrance to him, but I do love that about Boy. He will go through a brick wall for you. And that is essential, really, in any top defender in world football. Now, possible weaknesses. Now, this could be very controversial. I've gone straight for injury prone. Obviously, we have mentioned that he is constantly out, and that is really what's hindered his progress at Manchester United, and really in general in football. He can be very rash as well. Now, we have seen this. Obviously, I like the fact that he gets stuck in. There are times where you watch the game and you think, Eric, calm down. You're going to get yourself sent off. We're winning the game. We don't need to be down to 10 men. Please calm down. Or you look at the bench like, Ollie, take him off, please, because he is going to get himself sent off. He can be very rash, and that is one thing as he matures. Now he's 26. You have to take that out of your game, and you have to become a lot more mature. He does lose concentration at key times in games. Now, we have seen this quite a few times from Boy. He will have a great game, but he will switch off, and he will have a tendency to ball watch, and he will let players go. We have seen this numerous times in games, and that is something, again, that as Boy matures, he has to cut out. But I do think that will come with more game time. Obviously, it's hard when you're coming in and out of the team due to his injuries. I think if he was given a set run of games, like say 10-20 games in a row, don't think you'd see that many mistakes from Boy. And the last one, he can be a walking red card. As we've mentioned, there are times where I think Boy just don't bother, because there are times where he goes to tackle and you don't want him to go there, and you're saying to yourself, like, seriously, mate, like this match could be a lot easier if you're not doing that. So he can be a walking red card, and that is something that you do need to take into account with Boy, and something that, as I said, he needs to cut out as he matures. One attribute that is very important in a modern day centre-half is the ability to pass out from the back. Now, this is what kind of separates Victor Lindelof from Phil Jones, Axel Tuanzebe, and this is why Vic gets put in all the time. I'm not saying I don't like Vic, but my argument for this is that Eric Bailly could do that job. I say that because Victor Lindelof is a brilliant passer from the back. We've seen so many over-the-top balls that he's done where he will split a defence open with a pass. Now, I believe Vic's weakness is his strength. I think there are times, like against Crystal Palace, where Jord95 went and scored, that he gets beat in the air when he shouldn't do. He gets out-strengthed when he shouldn't do. Now, Bailly has the strength to match. He has the strength to match his passing ability, his composure, his pace. He has everything, and I believe that is what gives Bailly the edge over Victor Lindelof. Even though I do rate Victor Lindelof, I do like Vic, I just think Bailly has that edge. I genuinely believe that, and maybe sometimes Lindelof does lack that strength. And we have seen countless examples of Bailly's ability to see a pass. And with like a run of games, I do think that can only improve. I think if you give Bailly a run of games, as I just mentioned, 10-20 games, I think that the passing out the back will improve. But countless times we've seen Bailly do it in the limited game time that he actually has. So I do think that is something that can improve as Bailly plays more games. So what would be my perfect back four? Now, my perfect back four ideally would be Aaron Wan-Bissaka in at right back. I don't think you can go far wrong. As Jamie Carragher said, we all don't like Jamie Carragher, but he spoke facts with this one that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is the best one-on-one defender in the world. No one's getting that spot for years and years. Bailly would be in with Maguire at centre-half, in my opinion, as I've been mentioning, and I'd have Luke Shaw at left-back. I think that back four, with David in goal, if David's on form, or whatever you believe, Dean Henderson should come back, whatever, I think that is a phenomenal back four, and I genuinely think that we can go and win stuff with that back four if Bailly stays fit, if Shaw stays fit. Now, that is a big if, because obviously we know the injury record of those two players, but let's see what the fans' opinion actually is on Eric Bailly. Now, a poll that was conducted over on People's Person found out that 76% of our fans actually think Eric Bailly should partner Harry Maguire in the heart of our defence. Now, this is also backed up by constant praise for Bailly on social media. We are going to have a look at some of the tweets that us fans write about Eric Bailly. Just saying, a fit Eric Bailly is an elite defender. Strong, powerful, fast, brave, tenacious and technically gifted. Can't wait to see more from Bailly. Now, again, everything I've mentioned, powerful, fast, tenacious, he's brave. I haven't mentioned that word, but he's brave, very technically gifted. I completely agree with that fan's opinion. I think all of those things are the reason why Bailly can potentially be our best centre-half. Eric Bailly, on his day, is the best young centre-back in the world. A bold statement, but when you watch a fit Eric Bailly play, can you really disagree with it? I mean, Varane's obviously up there, but there aren't many, so you can't really disagree. Eric Bailly is now 26. As I said, he's getting to that age where you can't really call him young, so we are going to have to stop using that as an excuse for his inconsistency. Bailly is like Christmas, absolutely amazing for the time that it's here, but for 75% of the year, you know it's not going to be around. Now Mark Goldbridge constantly saying stuff like that over on the United stand, and I agree with it. You can't not agree with it. It's a great way to put Bailly. I mean, you love him when he's there, but you know he's not going to be there for long, and it's the kind of thing that I said, you see him have a great game, and then you're like, but how long is this going to last? He's going to get injured, and then we're going to get excited that he's going to be on our back four, and he's going to get injured again. And that is the thing with Bailly. We need to have that consistency, and we need to see him clear of injuries for a good while. Now, it's fair to say most of us fans would love to see the Beast have a regular role in that back four and be one of the main centre-halves alongside Maguire. Now, if he can stay fit, I genuinely believe that that can happen, and I think we will see it soon. I just hope that Bailly, after this long injury he's had, he can come back and he can hopefully stake a claim in that team, because he's got all the attributes to do that, and I do think we will see that, fingers crossed. Now, I'd love to get all your guys' thoughts in. If you're watching this video, please do let me know your preferred centre-back partnership. Are you in agreement with me? Do you think Bailly should partner Maguire? Or do you think Vic should stay there? Or do you think Axel should come in even? Let's not mention Jones. Let's just not really go there, shall we? But stay safe, Reds. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed the video down below. And yeah, I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.